So here's the thing, the last day I was surfing on aboard.com and I found this crazy beautiful website with this text effect animation, and I thought, okay, this looks really cool and well, I want to do that. In this case, I think that the best option is to create a constant called, for example, text. I'm just going to put some lorem ipsum inside, but you can put every text that you want. And I'm just going to create a div called reveal, this kind of a wrapper, and an empty div which will add as a trigger later on. And inside there will be the text with the split operator, and I'm just going to map for every single letter. I'm just also grabbing the index, and inside it there will be a span with a class name of reveal-text. So inside the span there will be the letter, and of course I'm putting the key as the index. So right now we can start the CSS, and I'm just going to put some constant in the root for the background and for the text. So right now I'm just going to style the component. I'm going to style the wrapper, starting for the padding left of 30% and padding right of 10%. And I'm going to style the text with a bigger font size than this one. I'm going to put a line height more narrow and font height of 800 and the color of the same of the background. Of course we want to put the border, but I'm putting the border with the filter property and the drop shadow effect. At this moment we can finally work on our component, and the first thing that I want to do is creating an array of ref. We want to reference all the span, so all the single letters that we want to animate, and I think the best solution in this case is to use a custom hook. In the constant we have the first value, which is a state variable, and the second value is a kind of a function for updating the first value. Inside the function we also want to set the first value as an empty array, and we want to return that function, and we want to push every reference that we have in the DOM. Now we also want to reference the trigger for the animation and to register ScrollTrigger. Now we can finally build the animation inside useEffect. I'm going to create a constant called reveal, which is equal to gsap.to, and inside there will be the letterref.current, which is an object, and inside the object we are going to call immediately ScrollTrigger. We are going to select the previous ref. We want to have the scrub set to true. We want it to start at the top center and to end at the bottom 80%. Before I forget, I'm also going to kill the animation when the component gets unmounted. That's the purpose of the return. And now we can start building the animation with the color, setting it to kind of almost black, for a duration of 5 seconds and a stagger of 1. So now we just need to reference the span for the animation and referencing the empty div, which acts as a trigger for triggering the animation. I'm also putting some little spaces in the top and some spacing also in the bottom. Well, as you can see, one is 15 viewport h, one is 100 viewport h, and yeah, the animation is already working. As you can see, this also works on mobile and also in tablet.